Cat Williams, in one of his comedy, he mentioned the reason why black celebrities do not invest in the black neighborhoods, in the ghetto where they were raised. Once they start to make their money, black celebrities want nothing to do with black people. They pretend, they pay, like Beyonce, they pay homage through lip service and faking the Black Lives Matter salute because she has to remain relevant. She wants your money, okay? So they pretend and pay tokenism, but really they want nothing to do with black community. They don't want to set up any business there, any supermarkets, because according to Cat Williams, this guy, he's a multi-millionaire driving in his Rolls Royce, and he wore tatty clothes to the black ghetto playing football with the black kids. Not many black celebrities do that. They talk a good talk, but you'll never see them do what Cat Williams did. He played football with the disadvantaged. And what did this black boy do? he gave him a James Brown special. I'm black and I'm proud. When he finished with him, his hair was all over the place, looking like James Brown. He strangled him from behind, and he was singing, I'm black and I'm proud. Now he's singing, I'm white and I'm staying right. He's singing, I'm white and I'm staying right. After that, this little boy came behind him and strangled him. And he says, this is the reason, I think it's after he got strangled, and he says, this is the reason why black celebrities do not have anything to do with black people. This guy spoke from the heart. Right? No longer was he singing James Brown music, I'm black and proud. No longer. He couldn't relate to it. All he could relate to was being taken advantage of. And the community took out their phone and recorded him having an ass whooped. Admittedly, some black people, in fact, a lot of black people wrote in and said it was wrong. I was proud. A lot of black people wrote in and says, no, that's disgusting. You know, if he had fought back, he'd be done for child abuse, for child assault. Right? And secondly, he was investing in the black community. This guy was a multi-millionaire, and he got off his Rolls Royce, went into the ghetto, and that's how black people treated him. And while he was on the floor, he said, this is why black celebrities have nothing. In other words, he must be having a conversation. He must be talking to Beyonce. He must be talking to Dave Chappelle. He must be talking to Samuel Jackson Jr. He must be talking to the high epilogue and say, look, why don't you do something with the black community? And they told him why. And he saw it for himself. Then he said, that's the reason why, after dialoguing with the black community, with the black celebrities, this is the reason why they don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing. In other words, how can I put it? You can't create order out of chaos. You can't create design out of darkness. You can't create hope out of hopelessness. You can't. He tried it. And he found out, all they did was, strangled him. And the community, they recorded it while it was happening. What does that tell you? And people say, oh, well, why did they become rich and they don't support the black community? Now you know why. They bite the hand that feed them. And who do they support? Someone like Omar Johnson, who hasn't even got a project off the ground. He hasn't even rubbed shoulders with the poor. in the black community, yet they'll throw money at him, 500,000. And you can't even trace that money apart from following the stripping trail. You can trace it there. And just like, what's his name, who got arrested, Brother Polite, with his underage sex and spending all this so-called black knowledge on underage sex. This is where your money's going to. And having 50 wives. But, someone like this guy here, what happened is they strangled him. They strangled him. And all he wanted to do was build projects in the black community. And he says, this is the reason why black celebrities have nothing to do with you all. And no doubt he probably changes in his jokes, because at the end of the day, you're bound to change. If you see, when you see black people who become white, you don't know what the hell the black community did to them. You don't know. Look, my sister, she's married to a black guy. My sister, she's married to a black guy. She's a banker, and black community gave her hell, said she was too white. Too white. And now she's got a big house, and all of a sudden, oh, what are you going to give back to the black community? They gave her hell. But now they want her money. They want a slice of her success. But I must make another video on this. Now, this is black people, negative. Cat Williams, they strangled him, beat him like a runaway slave until he turned into James Brown. I'm black and I'm proud with his funny hair, fuzzy hair. Really, they really belted him real good till he looked like James Brown. And he says, this is the reason why black celebrities will not invest in the black community. You tell me, the only reason why you're talking like this is because you haven't got anything. You start having something, and you tell me that you're going to put your money in the black community. You wonder why white communities don't invest in the black areas. You wonder, we got the devil in us, a demon in us. We're no goddamn good. We love to be victims, yet you know something? We don't want to be empowered. And when people come into our neighborhood,